Now let's turn our attention to this firm. The music and podcast giant Spotify is raising its prices for its 200 million subscribers for the first time in over a decade in the United States. The cost will increase from $9.99 to $10.99 for those with an individual plan. Similar price hikes also apply to the UK, Canada, Australia, and 49 other countries. Well, the move follows other streaming services that have also increased subscription costs. Well, let's speak now to Leo Gabby, who's tech analyst at CCS Insight. Leo, thanks for being with us. And it's interesting this as far as Spotify is concerned, because it's raising its prices, but where does the money go? It's not turned a profit yet, has it? No. Thank you very much for having me. And why does the money go is certainly, I think, the key question here. Spotify is one of these streaming giants that has spent years now really trying to build the size of his user base, and there's always been this promise of long-term profitability when the user base reaches a certain size. But what we are seeing now is lots of these competing streaming companies all saying, okay, we've reached a point where we do need to start making a profit. We need to take our user base and actually make this a profitable business, and that's why increasingly we are seeing these price rises across a wide range of the streaming business. Isn't this just what tech firms do? Though they get you hooked on their technology, they change behavior and then they whack up the price. They're just saying, well, yeah, we've all got used to using it, we've all signed up, and now we've got to pay the price for that convenience. I mean, yes, that very much is the business model that so many successful companies have used throughout the tech industry, and even some companies which have been hardware based originally have been moved into services and used that as a way to more tightly lock people into the user experience the best possible. Example of that really is Apple, which started out, of course, selling devices like the iPhone and the iPod and so on. But now it has Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, and this whole suite of subscriptions that really tie people into the experience. But of course, this is an area where there are multiple different subscription offerings. There are different places to go for your streaming services. And I suppose that the view here is if customers would prefer not to pay for this, or indeed to change to a different provider, they should have the opportunity to do that, and they could also trade down currently and downgrade to that ad-supported service. Are you expecting a lot of people will say, hang on, that extra cost is too much, there's a cost to living crisis going on, I'll do sign up for the free version instead? Quite possibly. Is you're right to identify that the sort of cost of living pressure at the moment, I think, is making people acutely aware of the creep of their bills rising, and if they sign up to multiple different streaming services across music and video and so on, this constant sense of prices creeping up and might well lead people to review what they subscribe to and what they would like to pay for. Of course, yes, there is a version of Spotify that comes with adverts, which is an alternative. People who do want to save money, and we're seeing that model also adopted in other areas such as Netflix, which has a version as well, and which is supported by ads. So for people who do want to save money, that is that lower cost here that they can always take a look at. Leo, good to have you with us on the program. Thanks so much, Leo Gabby there at CCS Insight. Thank you.